My beloved child, listen to me with a calm heart, because what I am about to reveal is something that has been trying to reach you again and again. A call is coming to you, a call from a mobile number you have not saved, a call that carries a message meant only for you. And before this number disappears, before it gets deleted from your destiny, you must understand why this call is coming, who is calling, and what this call will take away from your life forever. My beloved child, I have watched you struggle with questions that have no answers. You keep asking, why do I feel something unusual these days? Why do I feel someone is trying to reach me? Why does my heart suddenly become restless? And you don't even know that these signs started from the moment this number tried to connect with your path. This number, this unknown mobile number, is not just a call. It is a revelation. A warning. A door that is about to close forever if you do not hear it. My beloved child, you have ignored too many signs already. You felt your phone vibrate and dismissed it thinking, maybe it's a spam call. You saw an unknown number flash on your screen and you thought, I will check later. But the universe does not wait forever. When a message is meant for you, it comes again, and again, until one day, it stops. And this call, this number that is coming your way, is carrying a truth you were never told, a truth that could change something deep inside your life. My beloved child, let me take you back a little. Do you remember those days when you felt like someone was trying to reach you, even though no one physically did? That sudden urge to check your phone without a reason? That strange feeling that something is unfinished? These are not random feelings. They are signals. The universe has been trying to deliver a message to you through different ways, but you have been so drowned in your daily life that you didn't hear it. But today, that message has taken the form of a call. And this time, the universe will not let you ignore it. My beloved child, the mobile number that is coming to you is not just digits. It is a connection to a soul that once crossed your path. A soul who still carries your name in their heart. Someone who wanted to tell you something long ago, but life separated you before they could speak. Someone who carries a burden, a truth, and a regret that belongs to your story. This call is not a coincidence. It is destiny trying to return the missing piece you lost on your journey. My beloved child, you may ask, but why now? Why after all this time? Because timing is sacred. Some truths cannot come too early, and some warnings cannot come too late. There is something in your life right now that is about to change, something that is standing on the edge of a decision. And this call, this one single call, will take something away from you. It may take your confusion. It may take your fear. It may take your hesitation. Or it may take a chapter of your life you were not meant to carry any longer. But it will take something. My beloved child, when this unknown number flashes on your screen, your heart will react before your mind does. You will feel a sudden heaviness, a sudden curiosity, a sudden pull. That is because your soul recognizes what your eyes don't. The connection between you and this number was written long before you ever held a phone. This is not about technology. This is about destiny catching up with you. My beloved child, let me show you the moment before the call comes. You will be doing something normal, maybe walking, sitting, scrolling, thinking, and then suddenly, your phone will light up. You will feel a strange moment of stillness around you, as if the world paused for a second. And your heart will whisper, "This is it, the call I have been sensing." And for a heartbeat, you will freeze. Because a part of you will know that if you answer this call, something inside your life will shift. My beloved child, I know you have been carrying unanswered questions. You wonder why the people who mattered suddenly disappear. Why connections fade. Why some souls meet you only to leave halfway. Why some truths remain hidden. This call holds one of those answers. It is coming to remove a shadow that has been standing behind you for too long. It is coming to take away the confusion that has followed you. It is coming to clear something that has been blocking you from moving forward. My beloved child, the person behind this number has tried before. They dialed your number once, but fear stopped them. They typed a message but erased it. They wanted to speak but hesitated. And every time they thought of moving on, your name appeared in their life again like a whisper, reminding them that something between you two was incomplete. They have been carrying this unfinished piece like a secret burden. And now, they cannot hold it anymore. They must speak. They must tell you what they never could. They must release what has been stuck inside them for so long. My beloved child, there is pain in their voice. There is guilt in their breathing. There is longing in their silence. They are about to say something that will not only take something from your life but also release something from theirs. Their truth is heavy. Their story is tangled. Their heart is tired. And the moment they call you, their soul will be trembling, because they know that this call could change everything. My beloved child, before this number gets deleted, before the universe removes this moment from your destiny, you must hear me. You must be ready. Because what this call carries is not just a message, it is a turning point. Your life has been standing between two roads, and this call will push you toward the one you were meant to take. You may not realize it now, but the moment you pick up the call, something deep inside you will unlock. My beloved child, I can see the moment clearly. When you answer, there will be silence first. A silence so heavy that it will feel like memories are breathing through the line. And then, a soft voice will speak your name. The voice will shake. The voice will tremble. The voice will carry a storm inside it. Because the person calling you has been waiting too long for this moment. They were afraid you wouldn't answer. They were afraid the number would be lost forever. They were afraid destiny had moved on. My beloved child, this call is carrying a truth connected to your past. A moment you forgot. A person you didn't realize still thinks of you. A bond you believed was gone. And when they speak, you will feel your chest tighten, because their words will sound like unfinished pages, like a story that paused mid-sentence. They will tell you why they vanished. They will tell you what kept them silent. They will tell you what they never had the courage to reveal. And what they tell you will take away something from your heart forever. My beloved child, listen carefully, because this is where your destiny bends. That call is coming to take away a weight you have been carrying unknowingly. A weight that has been slowing your steps. A weight that has been covering your light. This person's truth may hurt you for a moment, but it will free you for a lifetime. Their confession will close a door that should have been closed long ago. My beloved child, do not fear the call. Do not hesitate. Do not run from it. It is not coming to harm you. It is coming to protect you. It is coming to save you from a path that was not meant for you. It is coming to guide you towards something better. My beloved child, the universe has aligned this moment for you. And before the number disappears forever, you must answer. Because what waits beyond that call is the beginning of a new chapter you never expected. My beloved child, this is only the beginning. And now, the call is getting closer, my beloved child. Now listen closely, because the moment you answered that call is the moment your life quietly shifted. You may not realize it yet, but the second you said, "Hello," something deep inside your story woke up. A door you never noticed opened. A chapter you didn't know you were still holding on to began to loosen from your hands. My beloved child, the silence on the other end of the call was not ordinary silence. It was a silence filled with years of unsaid words. It carried memories that had been waiting for a voice. It carried emotions that were pushed down for too long. And before the caller even spoke, your heart already knew who it was. Your soul recognized them. Your spirit whispered, "This voice. I know this voice." My beloved child, you must understand that the person calling you didn't dial your number in a moment of courage. No, they dialed it in a moment of surrender. They dialed it after nights of struggling, after days of trying to keep their heart quiet. They dialed it because something inside them broke. They could no longer carry the truth alone. They could no longer pretend that everything was fine. They could no longer run from the weight of their own silence. My beloved child, their first breath on the call was shaky. Their voice trembled. They said your name slowly, as if they were afraid it would vanish. And that small moment, that soft calling of your name, carried more emotion than all the conversations you ever had with them in the past. It wasn't just a greeting. It was a release. It was the sound of a soul finally finding the courage to speak. My beloved child, you didn't answer with anger. You didn't answer with confusion. You answered with a quiet, gentle tone because your heart sensed something deeper. Something fragile. Something sacred. You didn't even know why you felt that heaviness in your chest. You didn't know why tears gathered in your eyes without reason. But your soul knew. Your soul understood that this call was not just a call. It was a moment written in your destiny long before. My beloved child, and then, the truth began. The person on the other end paused for a long time. You could hear their breathing. You could feel their hesitation. They were searching for words, but every word felt too heavy, too painful, too filled with emotion. When they finally spoke, their voice cracked. They said, "I should have told you this much earlier, but I was afraid." And with that one sentence, your heart dropped. Because you knew that whatever they were about to say would carry weight. My beloved child, in that moment, the air around you changed. Everything became quieter. It felt like time slowed down, as if the universe wanted you to hear every single word with complete attention. They continued, "I disappeared because I felt I didn't deserve your presence. I didn't deserve your kindness. I didn't deserve your patience. I didn't deserve you. My beloved child. I know your heart softened instantly. Because you always wondered why they left without explanation. You wondered if you did something wrong. You wondered if you were not enough. But the truth was the opposite. They didn't leave because you were lacking. They left because they believed they were unworthy. They left because they felt small in front of your goodness. They left because they didn't know how to handle a love so pure, so honest, so real. My beloved child, and as they spoke, you could hear the guilt in every word. They said, I wanted to tell you so much, but I kept running. And every time I tried to forget you, your memory pulled me back. Every time I tried to move on, something reminded me of you. Every time I thought I was free, my heart whispered your name again. Their voice broke, and you felt their pain travel through the phone and touch your soul. My beloved child, the call was no longer just a call. It became a meeting of two hearts, two souls, two stories that were unfinished. You could feel their regret like a trembling flame. You could feel their longing like a whisper from the past. You could feel their hidden tears even though you couldn't see their face. My beloved child, they told you something they never said before. They confessed that they had kept something from you. Something that made them run. Something that made them silent. Something that made them disappear at the moment you needed them the most. And as they prepared to reveal it, their voice began to shake more. My beloved child. The universe whispered again, brace your heart. Because the truth they were about to speak would take something from your life forever. My beloved child, they said, the reason I left was not because I wanted to. It was because someone warned me. And your heart froze. Someone told me that if I stayed close to you, you would face danger. And I believed them. I believed that distancing myself from you was the only way to protect you. My beloved child, you couldn't speak for a moment. You couldn't process what you were hearing. Because for the first time, their disappearance had a meaning. A painful meaning. A meaning that was filled with fear, love, and sacrifice. They continued, I was told that my presence would block your destiny, that as long as I stayed, something important meant for you would never reach you. And I didn't want to be the reason your life stopped. So I stepped away. Not because I stopped caring, but because I cared too much. My beloved child. Your hands trembled as you heard this. Because everything suddenly made sense. The timing. The silence. The distance. The confusion. The unanswered questions that haunted you. Every piece aligned like a puzzle finally fitting into place. My beloved child, the person behind the call was not your enemy. They were someone who tried to protect you in the only way they understood. They sacrificed their own peace to ensure you stayed on your path. They carried their feelings silently, choosing your growth over their own desires. They suffered in silence, believing that staying away from you was saving you from something heavy. My beloved child, but destiny never lets truth stay hidden forever. This call came because the time for silence has now ended. The universe brought this moment because you are ready to hear what you were not ready to hear before. You are strong enough now. Your heart is wiser now. Your journey has reached a point where clarity is needed. My beloved child, as the person on the call spoke, tears rolled down their face. They said, I know I hurt you. I know I confused you. But I never meant to. I just wanted you safe. And I'm calling now because I cannot carry this truth anymore. I wanted you to know before this number disappears, before I disappear again. My beloved child, this is where the truth becomes even deeper. Because what they said next created a storm inside your heart. They whispered, there is something else, something I never said. Something you must know before I leave your life forever. My beloved child. I am preparing your heart gently, because what they are about to confess next, will take away something from your soul forever. But at the same time, it will free you from a bond that has held you in confusion for too long. My beloved child, the truth is coming. And you are ready. My beloved child, take a deep breath now, because what you are about to hear will touch the deepest corners of your heart. This final part of the call, this final confession before the number vanishes forever, is the moment where destiny reveals the truth it kept hidden from you for so long. You have waited years without knowing why things happened the way they did. And now, the universe is ready to give you the answer. My beloved child. The voice on the other end of the call grew even softer, almost trembling. You could feel that they were gathering the last pieces of courage left inside them. They had already told you why they disappeared, why they stayed silent, but there was one final truth they had been terrified to share. A truth heavier than everything else they had carried in their heart. My beloved child, they whispered your name again, almost as if they were afraid of how their next words would change you. Then they said, there is something I realized too late, something I should have told you long before. But I didn't, because I thought I was protecting you. And now, before this number gets deleted, before I fade again, I need you to know the truth. My beloved child, your heart tightened. You felt a strange stillness around you, the kind of silence that appears only when the universe is about to deliver a message meant for your soul. You held the phone closer, your breath shallow, your hands trembling, because a part of you knew that this was the moment everything would change. My beloved child, they began to confess slowly, each word carrying the weight of years they spent in silence. I used to think, they said, that your life would be better without me. That you would grow more, shine more, and rise more if I stepped away. So I forced myself to let go. But what I didn't tell you is, letting go of you broke me more than I ever showed. It took pieces of me I never got back. Their voice cracked, and in that moment, you felt their pain reaching your heart like a forgotten memory. My beloved child, they continued, but the real truth, the truth I never had the courage to say, is that I never stopped loving you. Not for a day. Not for a moment. And when they said that, your entire soul froze. Because deep inside, you always sensed it. You always felt that something unfinished remained between you two. And now, that whisper you carried in your heart finally turned into a voice. My beloved child, but before you could even process those words, they spoke again, this time with a deeper sadness. But I also know that I cannot return to your life. I cannot be the person who stays. My path is not aligned with yours anymore. My presence would take something from you, your future, your peace, your blessings. And I could never live with the guilt of being the reason your destiny gets delayed. So even though my heart still belongs to you, I must leave. My beloved child, that moment shattered something inside you. You felt a strange mixture of pain and clarity, heartbreak and acceptance. You realized that this call wasn't coming to bring someone back into your life, it was coming to release them. To give you the closure your soul had been waiting for. To free you from the weight of unanswered questions. My beloved child, they continued speaking, their voice now filled with tears they could no longer hide. Please listen to me carefully, they said. You were the only person who ever understood me without needing explanations. You were the only soul who saw the best in me, even when I didn't see it myself. You were the only one who believed in me when everyone else doubted. And I walked away from that. Not because I didn't love you, but because I loved you too much. I didn't want to be the reason your destiny suffered. My beloved child, you could feel your heart breaking, not because their love was gone, but because their love was still there, and yet, they believed leaving you was the right thing to do. That kind of love is rare. That kind of sacrifice is painful. That kind of goodbye is not ordinary. My beloved child, they said something next that made your soul stop. There is a blessing coming your way, they whispered, a blessing so powerful that it will change everything in your life. But this blessing will not come if I stay connected to you. My presence, my energy, my past, will block what the universe wants to give you. And I cannot let that happen. You deserve everything I couldn't give. You deserve peace. You deserve love that doesn't hide. You deserve someone who stays. My beloved child. Tears filled your eyes, because you understood that this call wasn't coming to hurt you. It was coming to free you. To take away your confusion, your emotional heaviness, your unanswered questions. They weren't taking something precious away from you, they were taking away the weight you didn't know you were still carrying. My beloved child, the person on the call took a slow breath. Their voice softened even more, as if they were speaking from the last pieces of their strength. I want you to live your life without waiting for me, they said. I want you to open your heart again. I want you to receive the person who is meant for you, the one who will never leave, the one who will never fear your light, the one who will walk beside you without hesitation. Your soulmate is out there, and they are getting closer to you. My presence would only delay their arrival. That is why I must go. My beloved child, their words carried both love and letting go. It was a goodbye filled with blessings, not bitterness. A departure filled with protection, not betrayal. A closure filled with hope, not emptiness. My beloved child, and then came the final moment. They whispered gently, before I hang up. I want to thank you. You taught me what love feels like. You showed me what kindness looks like. And even though I cannot stay, a part of me will always carry you. But now, you must move forward. You must let destiny bring you what is meant for you. And I will quietly disappear again, just like before. But this time, you will not be left with questions. You will be left with peace. My beloved child, you felt a tear roll down your cheek as the call reached its last seconds. You wanted to speak. You wanted to say something. But your heart was too full. Your voice felt trapped inside your emotions. And before you could gather your words, they softly said, "Goodbye, and may your life shine the way your soul was always meant to." Then the call ended. My beloved child, the screen turned dark. The number disappeared. And in that moment, something inside you felt light, almost weightless. Because what the call truly took away from you was the heaviness of the past. The confusion. The waiting. The pain of not knowing. My beloved child, you are now free. Free to receive the blessings that were blocked. Free to welcome the person meant for your journey. Free to step into the life destiny had prepared for you long before. My beloved child, this is not the end. This is the beginning of a new chapter, a brighter path, a clearer direction. The call came to close what needed to be closed, so the door to your future could finally open. And now, my beloved child, walk forward. Your destiny is waiting.